With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man, it's his fullback. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Mayfield now. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Mayfield on first down.
Got Anderson on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Three yards remain for second down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
first down, Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go play action. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Giovanni Ricci from 10 yards out.
And the Panthers are once again back in front.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On one, ready? 2nd and 2.
And they go play action now. Burrow steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Amari Barno
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got Hurst, his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Bengals sit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 1, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joseph Osai. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
11 MPs, hey! 11 MPs. Hey, we got to go score.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
On one, ready?
action. It's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. Thomas has got it. Complete. He stiff arms him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 MT.
Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Thomas. 12. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
To about the 26 here.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
11. 12.
Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Mayfield.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Mayfield on play action. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Regular.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, we're 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next, the score, Panthers 34, Bengals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice
Here we go.
being put into the game.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On one, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
they're going to look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Thomas brings it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Gain of 24 yards. That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always